we're doing another video. It's absolutely insane, but we're actually doing it. Welcome back to our second daily upload in a row. It's the weekend, which is why I'm able to do this. So don't be expecting that during the week, cause I got stuff every day. But yeah, let's try and make the most out of the little time we have together. So let's do this. All right, so everybody's had that one injury, like you broke something and had to go to the hospital, and you're just like, if I had a story time channel, this would be so good. So I'm gonna be telling you one of those stories. If you read the title, you probably knew that. But yeah. So I just got back from the rodeo. I live in Tennessee, okay, and we love our rodeo. Okay, it's literally like 2 minutes away from my house. I get out of my neighborhood, take a right, take a left, and boom, there's the rodeo. Now sometimes they have fairs there and other things, and there's this one hill that's really good for sledding on. We'll get to that story time in a few videos. But just know that the main attraction there is that they have this really big building, which is actually a rodeo, okay? They actually do it here. Like, they're professional bull riders. Like, I went to one. It was super fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, there wasn't a clown like most people say there was, but there were people flying off of bulls, okay? So that was pretty fun. And one thing that they had at this rodeo was a mechanical bull. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I got some skills with the mechanical bull. Like, you put me with the mechanical bull and things about to get bad. Like, I will dominate that mechanical bull into oblivion. So yeah, I was just riding this mechanical bull like an absolute beast, and I thought, whoa, this is really fun. I maybe did it for like 8 minutes. 8 minutes, you're supposed to go 8 seconds. I went 8 minutes on extra hard mode. Eventually, he just started like trying to shake me off, and I eventually did fall off. Okay, I eventually did fall off, but that's not the part that gave me an injury. No, because there was like a pad underneath. This happens once I get home. So yeah, we get back from the rodeo. We had a good time, and my dad's there, and he's like, "Yo, you guys have fun?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was super fun." And we're just talking about how it was because this was my first rodeo. Like, you make people say, "Oh, this ain't my first rodeo." Well, this actually was my first rodeo. So yeah, we were just talking about it, like saying stuff, and eventually I say, "Hey, I got to ride a mechanical bull," and we started talking about that. And then there was this one person in front of me that had a little trouble getting on the mechanical bull. Now, I'm not going to say why, but let's just say that it was she was full of personality. Let's just say that. So she had a hard time getting on the bull, and we were talking about how you get on the bull. And the way that I got onto the bull was actually that I used the little inflatable pad to like jump up onto it. Like, I used it like a little trampoline. So I'm like, oh, I can just tell him. So I'm like, oh yeah, so this is how I got into the bull. And I start running across the floor. I jump up in the air like I'm gonna get in a bull, and that's when it happens. Now, I was wearing cowboy boots, okay? Because I'm just that good. I'm just that beast mode that I was wearing cowboy boots. And a thing about cowboy boots is they do not have a lot of grip. So I jumped up, and then when I landed, my feet flew out from underneath me, and I went slam right on the ground. I didn't put my hands out or anything. I just kind of slammed right onto the ground. Just like boom, my face. It all went dark for like a second, and I was just like, oh my god. Ugh. And I like pushed myself up, and my dad's like, oh my god, there he goes again, being stupid, and everybody's yelling at me, and I just get up. And I walk back over and I sit down and I'm like, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And they're like, no, it's not fine, no, it's not fine. And I'm like, it's fine. It's actually fine because I don't want to get in trouble. Because, the thing about me is I get in trouble if I get hurt, okay? That's just how it is. So I'm like trying to say, no, it's fine, nothing bad happened. I'm not hurt. But I didn't realize that my head was actually bleeding, okay? So I had like blood gushing out of the spot where on my eyebrow where the skin popped open. Like, it wasn't gushing because it was just my eyebrow, but the skin opened and there was blood there. And my mom's like, oh my god, you gotta get to the bathroom right now. So she brings me to the bathroom, gets a little washcloth, puts it over my eyebrow where I split it, and just holds it there. And like, that's when the pain starts coming. Like, it wasn't hurting before for some reason, but once she puts the washcloth on, it just hurts so bad. So I'm just sitting there, my face is hurting. I'm just like, oh my gosh, ow, ow, oh. And my dad's like, oh, shut up. You weren't crying a second ago. Why are you sad now? And I'm like, bro, my face is open. Like, my skin, I could peel it away. Like, what? So yeah, basically that washcloth is there, and it takes like 15 minutes, but eventually my mom says, okay, well, we're going to take you to the hospital now. Like, they were deciding whether, oh, should we just put like a butterfly bandage on it and just hold it until the morning? But because it was like midnight, okay, it was like midnight. They didn't exactly want to go out, and I don't blame them. But eventually, it's like, nah, it's too bad. We gotta take him to the hospital. So I get into the back of the car, washcloth still on my eyebrow, and we get to the hospital. So this is my first time that I was awake while getting stitches, or at least I remember it, because the other time I got stitches right on my forehead, I was like 2, so I don't remember it at all. So I actually did not know what to expect when we got in there. Once we got in there, they sat me down on this little thing. They gave me a warm blanket, like they just pulled it out of the dryer. Oh, it was so great. And they put this weird gel on my eyebrow that made it numb. Now it was weird. It was really cold. I don't know why it was, but I could still feel my eyebrow. And they said, "All right, you're gonna leave it like that for 30 minutes." So I'm just chilling in the seat, warm blanket, cold forehead, and my mom's sitting there, and I'm just watching this penguin show on the TV because I don't know why, but in hospitals it's only penguins on the TV. So yeah, I'm just chilling there looking at this penguin show, and eventually they do come back, and they're like, "Okay, well, you're gonna need stitches." And I'm like, oh shoot, does that mean something bad's gonna happen? Like, what's gonna happen? What happens when you get stitches? And she basically says, all right, so we put that numbing stuff on because we were gonna give you stitches. And they lay me back, and they're like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this needle and basically stitch it closed. Why can't I speak? We're gonna stitch it closed. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. I mean, my eyebrow's gonna be numb. And she's like, okay, so I got my assistant here that's gonna hold the iPad above you so you can watch TV while we're doing it. And I'm like, yo, that's dope. Why don't everything do this? Like, whenever I'm at the doctor, I want when I'm at the dentist to have a TV above me. Like that way I have something to do. So I'm like, yo, this is dope. I get to watch TV, not feel my eyebrow get stitched up, and I get a warm blanket. Like, yo, this is good. This is good. I should do this every Friday. So yeah, they started doing it, and I chose a show. I chose The Amazing World of Gumball because it's just such a phenomenal show, and they start doing the stitches. Now it doesn't hurt at first, but after like a minute, I start feeling some pinching. Like it doesn't hurt too bad, but it hurts enough to know that someone is pushing something through my skin, and it starts hurting. I'm just like every time she does it, and they're like, "Whoa, don't move your eyebrow." And I'm like, "Okay," and I just like trying to sit there and yeah, it hurt a little bit, but eventually they got it closed. It was all Gucci, like we were Gucci, and yeah, I got it. I got stitches done. So I didn't understand exactly how it worked because for the next week I felt like there was something like sticking out of it, which apparently was the twine they used, the little twine to close my eyebrow. And I learned later that that stuff is actually made of pig intestines. That way they don't have to remove it. It just like biodegrades into your body. So yeah, I'm technically like 0.001% pig intestines now. So that's my new name. I'm Mr. Pig Intestines. Hello, may I take your order? So yeah, that's basically a story of how my eyebrow got shattered. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Join the Team Man Discord down below. And if you feel like it, you can also join the Ninjas Discord channel. I became a mod on it, and he said I could self-promote on it. So that's good. That's good. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So probably next weekend.